Um, Today, let's start. Should come all the way down onto your back. Yeah, come all the way down to your back, and just when you get there, bottoms of the feet together, knees flop open, reclined bound angle pose. I will join you in just a minute. And then slide your feet like in towards your hips just a little bit more than feels natural or comfortable. Slide your feet just a little bit closer in towards your body. Once you've done that, drop the muscles, close your eyes, and just be. My son yesterday had his first experience with being disappointed in himself and like recognizing that in himself. So he wanted to know what other uncomfortable emotions. All right. Just on your back, bottoms of the feet together, knees flop open. Close your eyes. Yeah, my son wanted to know what other uncomfortable emotions was he going to feel. We talked about it a bit, but it reminded me of this practice and how important it is that we practice allowing ourselves to be in the moments of discomfort, not just to find stillness and steadiness and breath in the easy moments, but actually particularly the ones where your mind might be saying something like, I want out of this, enough already. And sometimes in power yoga, we call that the edge. Or sometimes you might refer to me saying, see if you can stay in the pose just one more breath and experience the sensation. And even if it's not your favorite. So keep that in mind as we move through practice today. And deep full breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. And then seal your lips. Begin to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Coming out of the poses, not when it feels uncomfortable, but if it feels like it's going to cause injury, or if you get into that fight or flight mode where it's just really not possible to be there anymore. One more breath here. And then scoop up your knees, hug them into your chest. Send your left leg long, hug the right leg in. Nice big breath in. Push your left heel forward, squeeze that right knee in. Yeah, exhale here so you can bring the right knee in a little bit more towards the right armpit. Drop the left hip. And then inhale the right leg up to the sky. Push your right heel towards the ceiling. Exhale, send that right leg over to the left. Take your right arm straight out to the right. So push your right heel away from you. Legs go into the left. Look to the right, drop your right shoulder blade. And instead of just like a drop in passive release here, keep pushing that right heel away from you. Maybe even grab onto your right big toe with the left hand, right? Push, push, push. Option to stay there or bend your left knee, crunch up, and take your right hand to the left foot, right? Right hand to the left foot. If you're going there, you're going to drive your left knee down and away from your hips as you kick the right heel away, opposite direction. And then here's the grand finale, right? Can you use your breath to soften but keep the shape? Yeah, release your feet if you've got them, arms out wide. Inhale, lengthen the left leg, right leg back up to the sky. And you exhale, point your right toes, stretch the right foot away from you, lower all the way down to the earth. Hug both knees to chest. Right, nice big inhale. Exhale, push the right heel away from you, lengthen out the right leg. Squeeze the left knee in towards your chest. All right, you're doing that same thing. Drive your left knee in towards the armpit. Push the right heel away. And then lengthen your left leg up towards the sky. Okay, take arms out wide, palms face down. Breathe in, push your left heel up. Exhale, send that left foot way over towards your right hand. Look to the left. Drop your left shoulder blade. And again, push your left heel away so you're lengthening out your left leg. And then option to crunch up, bend the right knee. See if you can reach towards your right foot with the left hand. If you can do that, you lower the foot back down best you can. Drop the shoulders best you can. Breathe. And if you notice that something feels uncomfortable, see if you can tap into your breath. And on the exhale, soften that part of the body or just let thought go. But it's just a practice. So if you do get into that, it's going to cause injury type mode. You can always let go. And we're all going to let go anyway. Lengthen out the right leg as you lift your left leg high. Big breath in. Exhale, point the left toes away from you. Lengthen the left leg all the way down to the mat. Yeah, hug both knees into chest. And just start to rock from your shoulders all the way up to your toes. Take about 3 of those, all the way back and all the way forward. Maybe you live on that edge, you go a little further than you're comfortable with. After that third one, take one more. Cross at your shins, plant your hands, find your way to a tabletop position. Yeah, just a few rounds of pelvic tilts to warm up the spine. Inhale, lift chest and tailbone, look up. Exhale, push the ear with the leg, puff shoulder blades up. Okay. 2 more of those. Push into every single finger, puff up, 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 up. 1 more round. Up, nice work. Flat back, neutral spine, breathe in. And when you exhale, downward facing dog, tuck your toes under, pull your hips up and back, make that inverted V shape. And in the name of discomfort, walk your feet back a few inches, give or take. And then look forward and walk your hands forward an inch or so. Push into every single finger. As you push down, pull your hips up and back away from the wrists. Send your thighs, knees, and shins back, strong legs. And soften the heels towards the earth, maybe all the way down. And be here. Breathe here. And take a breath in, rise up to the balls of your feet. And exhale, bend the knees, pull your hips back, look forward. Step your feet behind your wrists or walk them up. Fingers to opposite elbows, ragdoll, drop your chest, drop your head. Lean into this in a way that maybe feels a little challenging. So shift your hips forward, keep your heels down, but come more into the balls of your feet. And even as you lean into it, resist any urge to look up or counterbalance with your neck, right? Let your head stay heavy, drop your chest. Just leaning in. And lower your hands. Toe heel, big toes, all the way together to touch. And push down into the big toes, little toes, center of the heels, belly button to spine. Start to slowly come up to stand, 1 vertebrae at a time. And you get all the way up, palms face forward, reach your fingertips down, mountain pose. Push into the feet, inhale, reach up high to the sky, big stretch. Exhale, hinge from the hips to fold. Take a breath in, half lift, pull your chest forward. And when you exhale, step back to a high plank position. And shoulders over your wrists. So pull your chest forward away from your heels. And your belly button in towards your spine. Yeah, take a breath in here, push off the balls of the feet, shift your chest forward. Exhale, low plank hold. Hold for 8, 7, still breathing, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come all the way down to the earth. Walk your hands like an inch back towards your hips. Upward facing dog, push into the hands, lift your chest. Push into the tops of the feet, lift your knees and thighs. Yeah, big breath in, hips forward, chest high. Huge breath out, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high to the sky, take a big stretch and reach to the right toes. And then when you exhale, look forward and send your right foot to the outside of your right hand for lizard. All right, pull your chest forward away from the heels. Draw the shoulder blades away from the ears. Nice big breath in. Huge deep breath out. Lower your left knee, inhale and reach your arms up high to the sky. And stay here, breathe, drop the hips. And take another breath in, open. Exhale, half split, lower the hands, lengthen out the right leg, flex your right foot, breathe. Curl the left toes, or right toes rather, back towards your knee. And then next time you inhale, shift forward to a lunge, tuck the back toes, lift the back thigh, draw your chest forward. Exhale, left foot's gonna come in, spin off that left foot. Left ankle meets the right when you have a seat. Should I have done this before? Just tuck in the left leg and have a seat. Both hands, grab around the right foot. Lift your chest up towards the right thigh and start to kick your right heel away from you. So, you're gonna make sure you're not rounding in your spine. So keep drawing your chest forward and up. Drop the shoulder blades. You lengthen out the right leg as much as you can without rounding there. Yeah, nice big breath in. When you exhale, keep grabbing on with the left hand, reach your right hand back behind you, twist. All right, so lift your chest, inhale. Twist, exhale. Big breath in, top of the head up high. Huge breath out, twist. Come back to center, both hands to the right foot. See if you can lift up a little higher, lift the right leg, elbows wide, lift your chest. One more breath in. When you exhale, bend the right knee, lower the right foot, and take a big reach forward. Like shift your weight far forward and reach forward as much as you can. Yeah, push into your right foot. Send the left leg back to a lunge or any way you want to get there. Clamp the hands, high plank, breathe in. Shift forward, low plank, breathe out. Up dog, inhale, hips forward, chest high. And down dog, exhale, hips up and back, let go. Inhale, left leg high to the sky, take that big stretch. Exhale, look forward, lizard, left foot to the outside of the left hand, okay? So drop your hips, but draw your chest forward. Shoulder blades towards the back of the mat. And then drop your right knee. And keep the right toes tucked today. Drop your hips down here. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, stay right there. Take one more big breath in, reach up. Exhale, lower the hands. Half split, lengthen out the left leg. Hamstrings and hips. You get to practice today. Maybe feeling a little uncomfortable. All right. Shift forward to lizard. Take a deep breath in, tuck the right toes, lift the right thigh. And when you exhale, bring the right ankle up to meet the left and have a seat. And tuck that right leg in. Both hands to the left foot, breathe. Lift your chest up to the left thigh. And then start to kick your left foot forward. Yeah, you drop the shoulder blades. Big full breath. Chest up high, kick away. Keep your right hand where it is and reach your left hand towards the back of the mat. Twist. All right. Create as much space as you can here. So when you inhale, think about lifting the top of your head, pushing your left heel forward, reaching the left hand back, right? Give those things a go. Can you soften, but keep taking up that space, right? Practice breath. Even if it, as cheesy as it might sound, even if it sounds like it feels like a stretch, practice breath. Yeah, back to center, both hands to the left foot, lift your chest, lift the left foot, breathe in. Exhale, bend the left knee, take that big reach forward. Plant the hands, right foot back to a lunge, any way you can get there. Inhale, high plank, step it back. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana, elbows in. Up dog, inhale, big stretch. And down dog. Exhale, different kind of stretch. Yeah, take a breath and rise up to the balls of your feet. And when you exhale, bend your knees, pull the hips back. Look forward, step or float, feet to hands. Half lift, inhale, draw your chest forward. Forward fold, exhale, melt. Bring your big toes together to touch. Shift your weight right back into the center of your heels, drop your hips. Yeah, chair pose, Utkatasana. Great. So you can put your shins back and drop your hips a little lower. And we're just gonna do these little like 1/2 inch pulses here today. Lift your hips up about 1/2 inch and then let them lower back down, yeah? Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, seal your lips, and out through the nose. And still here, little pulses, big breath. Squeeze the thighs together. Soften your face. And take full inhale, big full exhale. Got 4, we're here, 3, 2. Before you come out of it, drop your hips even lower, lift your chest nice and high, breathe in. And then exhale, fold. Release, let go, like you literally just sat in it, right? Inhale, half lift, chest forward. Exhale, high to low plank, any way you want to get there, right? Through your vinyasa. Back to downward facing dog. Yeah, from down dog, inhale, right leg high to the sky to give a big stretch. This time, bring your knee to your nose, shoulders over wrists. Shift forward. And really push through your waist, squeeze that knee in towards your nose. And then down dog split again, breathe in. Low lunge this time, breathe out, look forward, step the right foot through. Now, so ground into your right foot. You're gonna rise all the way up to stand, lift your left knee, and twist to the left. Okay, so right hand forward, left hand behind you. Option to take your right hand to the left knee, or baby to the side of the foot, start to kick the left foot forward. Yeah, but even if it means you don't get to lengthen out your leg all the way, keep your shoulders right on top of the hips. Try not to lean forward. One more breath in. When you exhale, windmill the hands and kick your left foot back. So left hand forward, right hand back. Okay, so you can nice big inhale. Exhale, lower left hand to the earth, bend the right knee. Plant your left foot, lunge twist. Left hand down, right hand high. Yeah. So drop your hips down, reach the right arm up to the side. Take a big inhale. And then when you exhale, bring your right hand over to meet the left hand. Side squat, pivot all of your toes left. Keep the right knee bent. Left leg long. Option to turn the left toes up towards the sky. Yeah, switch that side squat, Skandasana to the back of your mat. Then the left knee, lengthen out the right. And then this time come all the way up to warrior 2 with the front of your mat. Turn the right toes to the front. Expand open. That midnight. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Ooh. Drop the hips. Drop the shoulder blades, but can you keep your arms right where they are? Find your breath. Warrior two. Maybe a difficult conversation that you need to have. Just a look at something that you did, right? Like my son. That you're like, oh, I really kind of regret that, right? Work stuff, politics, right? There is plenty, I think, to be uncomfortable about. So what a powerful skill to learn, to practice. Being uncomfortable. Still being present. Turn the right palm up to the sky. Inhale, reverse peaceful warrior. Reach that right arm up, 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 up. And when you exhale, come all the way down to a low plank. Plant the hands to bring the right foot, stretch it back. All right, high to low. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. If you need a little extra release from discomfort, option to open up your mouth. Pull it out of side. Option to rest. Whatever pose feels like a rest for you, what position of the body. And the option to be. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Hold. And push your hands through the earth, puff the shoulder blades up. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, low lunge, look forward, step the left foot through. Yeah, rise up, one-legged mountain twist. So push into the left foot, lift your right knee, reach the right hand behind you, raise. And you can again either stay here, right hand to the outside, or left hand, I'll get my hands straight. Left hand to the outside of the knee, yeah. Or option to grab on to the right foot and start to kick. Remember, if you're kicking, keep shoulders over hips. Yeah. And whatever you're grabbing onto, take up as much space as you can. Be here. And breathe here. Steady gaze. Nice work. Yeah, one more big breath in. Exhale, release the knee or the foot. Kick the right foot back. Reach your right hand forward. Take that stretch in opposite directions. And then start to bend your left knee, lower the right hand. Reach the right foot behind you. Left arm to the sky. Find that lunge twist. Nice big breath in. Pull chest forward away from heels. Exhale, plant the right hand, stretch the left hand up. And then inhale, left hand comes on top of the right. Turn your toes to the right. Side squat. Right, bend the left knee. Lengthen out the right leg. Move that side squat to the back of the mat. You can do it with bent knees or lengthen out your legs, whatever feels good for you. And then let's move the whole thing up to warrior two. Left toes forward, rise up, expand, open, breathe. Drop the shoulder blades. And then drop your hips. And steady your breath. I've probably told this story in these yoga classes about a teacher holding us in this pose for the entire 2 minutes and like 24 seconds of the song, Don't Worry, Be Happy. And I didn't get it at the time, but the more I think about this idea of sitting in your discomfort and learning to kind of live with it and be in it, the stuff that you can't change, I'm like, yeah, okay. Kind of, sort of. It's okay if you don't get it. Why are we here, right? And it's okay if you do. It is all just a practice. All right, reverse. Next inhale, left arm high, right hand down on the back leg. Really drop the hips and reach up. Breathe in. And then exhale, keep taking up that space. Windmill the hands down to frame the left foot. Pivot to the ball of the right. High plank, breathe in. Low plank, breathe out. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Yeah, inhale, rise up to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend the knees, pull the hips back. Look forward, step or float, feet to hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Big toes together, shift weight to your heels, bend your knees, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, high to low plank. Upward facing, inhale. Downward facing, exhale. Right leg high to the sky. Breathe in, stretch. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Yeah, this time, rise up, crescent lunge. Lift the torso and the arms. And when you exhale, hands through heart center, twist right. So left elbow towards the outside of the right knee. Pull your chest forward and away from your heels. Breathe in. Push right palm on the left, twist, breathe out. Yeah, drop the hips. I encourage you to stay in it just like this. Even if you know, I could open up my arms, Lauren, I could fly, I could whatever. Can you be just in this twist, right palm on top of left? Pull your chest forward, breathe in, push your right hand onto left. The twist more, breathe out. Here for 3, 2. Inhale, come back to crescent lunge, arms up high. Exhale, warrior 2, spin the left foot, expand. Inhale, lengthen right leg, turn right foot parallel to left, arms up high. Exhale, goddess, eagle arms. So heels in, toes out, drop the hips, wrap your right arm underneath your left. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And can you drop your hips a little lower? Maybe lower than your mind wants to go. I think I am lower than my mind wants to go. And then find your breath. Even in this pretzel upper body shape. And you relax, release, soften. Nice inhale. Turn the feet parallel, push down, reach high. Exhale, back to warrior 2, right toes to the front, expand. Reverse, breathe in. All the way down to a low plank, breathe out. Right through your vinyasa. And back to downward facing dog. Right onto the left side, left leg high, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. Inhale, take a big stretch. Exhale, lunge. Look forward, step forward. Yeah, crescent lunge. Take up all that space. Rise, reach, breathe in. Exhale, hands through heart center. Hinge forward, twist left. Revolve, crescent. Be here. Push the palms together. Pull your chest forward. Strong, powerful back leg. Strong, powerful practice. Next time you breathe in, rise back up, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2, spin the back foot, expand. Lengthen the left leg, turn the left foot parallel to right. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, goddess, heels in, toes out, left arm under right, eagle arms. Second round. Right? Don't back down now. Drop in it. Drop the hips, lift the elbows. Breathe. Yeah. Little pelvic tilt, hip bones forward, tailbone down, and then drive the knees back towards your baby toes. Next time you inhale, lengthen the legs, feet parallel, push down, reach high. Exhale, warrior two, left toes to the front. Expand. Reverse that. Breathe in. Let it go all the way down to a low plank. Breathe out. Right, through your vinyasa, when you inhale, upward facing. And when you exhale, downward facing. Inhale, shift forward to a plank and drop your knees. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Walk your hands back to your thighs, right? To stretch bottoms of the feet, hero's pose variation. Yeah, this is like the epitome of uncomfortable for me. And the bottoms of my feet scream when I tuck the toes like this, okay? Same practice. Can you breathe, soften? If you really need to, it's fight or flight mode. Like if I stay here anymore, I'm either gonna have like a bloody lip from biting it, or I'm just gonna run off of my yoga mat right then. Okay, it's like I can lean forward a little bit, or maybe put my hands down for a little relief, right? Your practice. I got one more pose that for me is like the biggest discomfort challenge. And we're gonna do it together. So shift forward, untap your toes, tap the tops of the feet to your mat, just release. And then turn to face the long edge of your mat for frog pose. If you want extra padding under the knees, you can take your mat, fold it like in thirds or just in half. Yeah, and then come to kneel on the mat. If anyone is a swimmer, I'm a terrible swimmer, but I've learned a thing or two from my kids. There are rules for the breaststroke, and we need to follow some of those same rules here. So I'll do my best to explain. Walk your knees as far apart as you can without like leaning forward or back or without straining. So knees as far apart as you can. And then turn your toes to point out away from each other. This is really important. I learned this with breaststroke. If you turn your toes down, it's like a dolphin kick, you get disqualified. Toes point straight out away from each other. You're not going to get disqualified from yoga class, but it will impact the power of this pose if you do it with proper alignment. So toes point out away from each other. Two more things. Make sure that your ankles go straight back from your knees, straight back from your kneecaps. So you don't want your feet kind of in towards each other or out too far away from each other, making 90-degree angles. Ankles straight back from your kneecaps. Yeah, last big thing. Want to make sure you're not leaning forward. I know I mentioned it before, but it's important. Or leaning backwards too much. Try to get your hips in that same line across from your kneecaps, right? Straight line, straight from side to side here. Hips line up with the kneecaps. From there, as if that's not enough, draw your chest forward and away from the hips. And then maybe come to the forearms or spread your elbows out wide and rock your forehead. So lovely. Maybe it's lovely for you. Maybe this is more like the torturer that I tend to feel in this pose. Doesn't matter where it is, when you keep that healthy alignment and just explore softening anywhere where you feel like you're holding tension, tightening up. If one of those places is in your mind, really tap into your breath, just trying to lengthen your inhale And match it to the length of your exhale. You bring your focus to the things in this moment that you can control without losing the integrity of the pose. I didn't have an answer for my son, by the way. You know, what do I do when I feel so disappointed in myself? Like, told him he could apologize to the people who he felt like he had wronged. He did that a million times already, but you could tell them, why you're disappointed in yourself if you wanted to. Just acknowledge it. Sometimes that can help. But I didn't really know what the answer was, other than to explore that feeling, to kind of sit in it and deal with it, right? Not just deny it. It's not easy to sit with difficult feelings, right? I would argue that it's even more difficult to sit and watch your kids have difficult feelings. Maybe not, but I found it very difficult. But that is the only answer I have, right? To practice just sitting in it, because I think, as we all know, life is just full of difficult moments. I'll say it again. How powerful is it to be able to sit in the uncomfortable, sit in discomfort in those difficult moments? It'd be funny if you just loved this pose. This feels wonderful. And here I am droning on and on about difficult moments. But there's degrees of difficulty, pain tolerance, degrees of flexibility, all of these factors that play in. So of course, what's difficult for one of us, and I've seen it in today's world, it might even be celebrated by somebody else, which can make it even more difficult. And it's complicated. And when we practice just sitting in those moments, we also practice simplifying, taking away, kind of stripping away the drama, those extra unnecessary layers, the unhelpful thoughts, the stuff that we really can't change, so that we can really be in the moment with the things that we can control, or at least, even if we can't, in the moment, so we're fully in the experience. They're right here, right now. All right, I'll stop rambling. Start to draw your chest forward and lengthen out your legs until you belly flop. And then you can gently walk your feet in towards each other, hands up by the chest. Push yourself up onto your hands and your knees. Nice work. Unroll your mat and come all the way down onto your back, please. Right, all the way. When you get to your back, hug your knees straight into your chest. Arms wide to a T, palms face down. Let's simplify. Just drop your legs to the left, turn your head to the right. Close your eyes and release. And with your eyes still closed, bring your head and knees back to center. Drop knees right, turn head left. Let go. Come back to center. And back to how we started this practice. Bottoms of the feet together. Let your knees flap open. Bring your arms down by your sides. Turn your palms to face up. Drop your knees heavy. And then lengthen out your legs and let your feet flop open. Make any adjustments you need. Maybe drop the shoulder blades away from the ears. Or notice if you're turning to one side or the other, bring your head back to neutral. Once you've done that, simply let go. Be here. The hope is eventually, when you get to this point, you can truly just be, right? Without sensation, without emotion, without thoughts. Just here. Judith Lassiter, to think of her as like the mother of modern yoga. She often talks about holding poses and breath with awareness. And that when you're doing that, you're practicing being present with the intensity without trying to change it. And I think if there is something I would add on and say to my son, which I might do this morning, it's to just practice that, to remember that we don't need life to get easier or more comfortable, to feel steadier or content. And it's a good thing because it's not probably going to get easier. That's really valuable, to allow yourself to be exactly as you are and just acknowledge those moments of discomfort. So exactly as you are, take a moment to acknowledge any thoughts, feelings, sensations that don't serve you. To let go of, exhale out what you can. And then just to be with what you can't as you roll over to one side or the other to a ball or fetal position. And then find your way up to a comfortable seat. It's been a while since we've done something so hippie. So you're welcome-ish. Hands to heart center, palms together to touch. Seriously, if you feel a little sore tomorrow, that is my fault. Thumbs to the center of the forehead. Dropped into chest, and take that moment to just see your light. Namaste. Let's hit the record. Bye, bye, bye.